number 9 on the World DK Tour. So look, Gazza looking towards competing over there on in the Maldives Pro for the second leg, I think it is, for the World DK Tour, Tim. And great to have a representative from the Sunshine Coast over there in himself, Gary, and great surfer all around. And I've had some great battles with Gary. I think he's got me about 10-6 at the moment. But I don't count. But I mean, he's definitely got the upper hand on me there. But yeah, great surfer all around. Great to see him competing on the World Tour. And good luck to him over there in the Maldives. And you recently went on the trip, didn't you, Tim, over to Indonesia in the famous land of the gods over there in Bali?
Yeah, man, I had a week over there. It was great fun. Got some decent waves, got plenty of footage. Yeah, had a blast. Had a couple of bintangs, as you do.
It was, yeah, as you do in the land of the bintang. And you're over there shooting with Ryan and Tyson Ryan. So good stuff.
Just shredding over there. That was good.
And you get to surf. You surfing the goo a lot out there, Chengdu.
Yeah, doing a peak there. Some good right bowls to be had. A lot of the stand-ups were taking the left, so we got some nice right bowls for the bodyboarders. It was good.
Absolutely, mate. And did you get over to Crumis? I think you went over to Crumis, didn't you?
Yeah, we spent a night over there, and it was big, and it was big, and it was heavy, and it was straight. So not much in the way of surfing. But yeah, it was a great picturesque place to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'd love it over there in the land of the gods, and such a beautiful spot in Bali. And can't wait to get back there myself in 5 weeks. I'm not counting, but I sort of am. Back over there to the famous Mentawai Islands, where I run my all bodyboard charters there, and hopefully get you on there next year, Timmy.
Absolutely, I'll be there.
Absolutely, mate. Nice little reverse there from the surfer in green. That's Chris Clarkson. Another sponsor of our event, Timmy. Yeah. Clarkies Auto Care down there in Ballina. So great to have Clarkie on board once again. And yourself, you do an amazing job for this contest and the Sunshine Coast in general.
Thank you, Stevie. I just love doing it. Love seeing the froth on the boys when they see a good shot, so it makes it worthwhile.
Absolutely. I'm just going to have to jump out, Timmy. I'll get you on with Lloyd.
No worries.
And I'm just going to do some media things with Channel 7. And I'll be back to chat with you shortly.
Cheers, Stevie.
All right, legend.
On the live stream event here, as we progress through the heats here into the quarterfinals there. We've seen Gary Thatcher come flying out of the blocks here on this quarterfinal here. It's been a great day here down at Ann Street Reef. We've had a westerly sort of waves most of the day, but unfortunately, you know, usual comp sort of scenario, we had the cross-shore / onshore waves sort of kick in here for the final. But nonetheless, we've got Gary Thatcher come flying out of the blocks. He's got a combined total of 12.8. Chris Clarkson is on second place. He's got a combined total of 10.2. Well, as we see Gary fly across that one again. Oh, it's been another good day here at Ann Street Reef for the 2023 Lindsay Connolly DropKnee Pro. Brought to you by major sponsor Convict Bodyboarding, and we've got Inverted Bodyboard Shop on board, Clarkies Auto Care. Also got Black Flag Brewery, who will be hosting the presentation later on today.
Okay, riders out in the water. We've got Gary Thatcher out in the front in this heat. Chris Clarkson, you're in second place, and Jason Trims, you're in third place in this one. And you've got a combined total of 4.7.
Okay, as we see the tide start to come in here at Ann Street Reef. It's usually likes a bit of a higher tide, but the swell has been on the sort of decline most of the day, so it's made it a little bit tough for the competitors out here for the final, for the quarter-final, number one. These are three-man heats. Then we'll move into the next round, which will be man-on-man heats. That'll be the semi-final. Then we're going to go into an expression session, so that's always a fun one there. So if you're wanting to have a bit of a laugh and stay on the live stream, there'll be a group of guys going out. Oh, as we see the rider in green there, Chrissy Clarkson, finding a little bit of a left off the edge of that Ann Street Reef. It sort of works on all tides, but you know, I think the blokes that have been waiting for the set waves and finding it hugging across that reef have been the ones that have been getting some good scores today. As you saw, if you're tuned in for the start of this heat, Gary Thatcher hung off the right hand side of the reef and he banged a huge floater. As we see the bloke himself doing a bit of a backhand one here and doing a bit of a tap off the top, decides to not continue that wave all the way through. Thanks for everybody for tuning in from around Australia, the world, the internet, the intranet, whatever you want to call it, wherever you're tuned in from. We're glad you could join us here. This is Lloyd Llewellyn coming to you live from the beach at Ann Street Reef, Curramundi on the Sunshine Coast. We've had a pretty big day of competition in memory and celebration of Lindsay's life, and it's got a little bit slow out there on the reef with the set waves not coming through as consistently as what they were when we had the cleaner conditions, but nonetheless, as we saw Gary in the start of this heat, if you pick off the waves, you get the scores.
Okay, riders out in the water. There's 8 minutes remaining in this heat. Out in the front we've got Gary Thatcher with a combined total of 12.8. Chris Clarkson, you're in second place with a combined total of 10.2. Jason Trims, you're in third place with a combined total of 4.7. 8 minutes on the clock as we see rider in yellow taken off.
Oh, as we see the rider in yellow there, Jason Trims, literally throw his board and decide to get out of that one, hit the eject button. So this is Lloyd Llewellyn coming to you live from Ann Street Reef. Thank you for joining us on the live stream, brought to you by Absolute Streaming today. The guys have been here on the beach since before the sunrise, setting up, so they've done a really good job today, bringing this to everybody. As we see Levi walking down the beach at the moment, he's been in hot form today. Fortunately, Justin Kirkpatrick, originally from Victoria, but I think he's residing on the Gold Coast at the moment. He was an unfortunate person to get knocked in the last round. He was looking pretty hot from the early rounds. He was really coming out the blocks, as we see the rider in yellow there, Jace Trims, bang a reverse, and then tried to push that one through there for another couple of manoeuvres, but wasn't successful on that one. He's currently in third place, so he was hoping to sort of shake his flippers and do a little bit of a wiggle and you know, get a move along. He needs about a 6.2 to progress from this one, so he's got to sort of get a nice one. Show everyone how it's done. As we see, gets a bit of a kink on the Ann Street Reef, as we see the rider here in pink has found one of those kinks, but he manages to bang a nice reverse there. He's been on form for a long time, that is Gary Thatcher. He's been 2 times winner of this event, so we have a shield that gets presented at the end of every year to whoever's around, and at the presentation it's a perpetual shield, and there's been some great names on there. I think Curtis Parter was a winner of the event one year. Gary Thatcher won it a year. He's had back-to-back, so I think he's had the last 2 years back-to-back as Gazza.
He has.
Yeah. We almost need to bring the shield down, because you don't want to start forgetting names. As we see Stevie turn back up into the commentary box, he's been, oh, here we go.
Wow.
Bang.
Nice.
Wow, that's the rider in green. Chris Clarkson, loving that left-hand little shoulder that he keeps finding out here.
That was a sick reverse, Lloydie, and
mate.
Clarkie definitely smashed that one, but I just want to ruin your reign. You have got to go and do some social media things with Channel 7.
All right, mate. I'll duck off.
And I can take care of this.
No worries, I'll duck off. Levy was in the good hands of Stevie. I forgot Ryan Duck. How could I forget Ducky? I think we had Ducky as a winner. We had Gazza back-to-back, and we've had Curtis Parter, so we've had a few winners. Anyway, I'll leave it with you, mate, and I'll duck out and have a chat to the media.
Yep.
Being contest directors, we have to run from head judging to live stream to media junkies. All right, mate, I'll duck out and leave it in your safe hands.
Awesome, mate. No worries, and see you when you get back.
No worries.
Awesome. Thank
All
you.
right, mate. See ya.
Bye. So, yeah. I'm just going to duck in and grab my sunglasses as well. If you can, everyone can just hold and just give me a minute. Sorry guys for that. Just have to do some media stuff with Channel 7 there, and we are back. Currently out in the lead is Gary Thatcher on a 8.17 and a 5.2. Chris Clarkson with a 7.33 and a 5.63. And our surfer in yellow, Jace Trims, on a 4 and a 3.53. So Jace requires a 9.38 to move into first, and a 8.67 to move into second. So still 3.5 minutes to go. I'm Stevie Marr, and here today on for the Lindsay Connolly DK Pro, proudly presented by our good friends at Convict and Inverted. Chris Clarkson and Clarkies Auto Care. All Antica. So I'm going to bring on to another one of our sponsors today. Is Shane from All Antica. Welcome aboard, Shano.
Hey Stevie, how you going?
Awesome, mate. How's things?
Oh, very good. Beautiful day now.
Riders in the water, you've got
Awesome.
40 seconds.
Okay, there we go. It's all new to us, this stuff, but
It's very high tech.
it's very high tech, and definitely some good waves out here today, Shano.
Oh mate, it looks
No.
fun as.
We've got the surfer in yellow. Boom. No, doesn't make that one. That's surfer in yellow, Jace Trims. Unfortunately coming unstuck there, but if he made that one, that would have been a great little section to belt.
Yeah, he did generate a lot of speed down the line there. If he just stayed on, that would have been a nice little score for Trimsy there.
Absolutely. Great to have you down here today, Shano.
Oh,
and
cheers,